Hello everyone. So in this video, I want to talk about why theory is important in counseling. So when I first started in the counseling program, I thought that theory was something that we had to learn for class, but I'm learning now that it is actually the foundation of everything that we will be doing as future counselors. Like Corey explains, theory helps us and it gives us a roadmap. It helps us to make sense of what our clients are going through and how to help them figure it out in the most effective way. So for my 3 points, my first point is theories give direction and purpose. The first reason that counselors need theory is because it gives us direction and purpose. Without theory, we would just be guessing at what might help our client. Corey points out that theory helps us organize what we see and how we respond. For example, if we were using a cognitive behavioral approach, we'll focus on helping clients change negative thought patterns. But if we're working from a person-centered approach, we would emphasize empathy and unconditional positive regard. Each theory gives us a framework to understand the client, and it helps us be intentional instead of being random at the work that we're doing. For my second point is theories create consistency and professionalism. The second reason is that theory gives us consistency and it helps define our personal identity. We read in King and Ford, and King and Ford talk about how being grounded in theory builds credibility. It helps us counselors stay ethical and professional. When we understand why we're using these certain techniques, then we can use that understanding to reason with clients and our supervisors. It's not just this feels right, but instead, this approach is supported by research and theory. That consistency makes counseling more effective and trustworthy, and that is good for both us and the people that we serve. Point number 3, theories help integrate faith and practice. And the third reason, especially for those of us coming from a Christian perspective, is that this theory helps us integrate the faith and the practice in such a healthy way. Tan reminds us that as Christian counselors, we're called to evaluate psychological theories through a biblical lens. Theory helps us do that wisely. It lets us see where certain ideas fit with scriptures and where they don't. King and Ford also highlight that this integration process deepens both our professional competence and our spiritual maturity. It means we can care for the whole person, their mind, their emotions, their spirit, all of those things without compromising either faith or science. So, to sum it up, counselors need theory because it gives us direction. It builds professionalism, and it helps us to integrate our faith and sound counseling practice. Like Corey says, good counseling doesn't happen by accident. It is guided by theory, reflection, and purpose. Thanks for watching, and I hope that this helped you see why theory is really what matters in this field.